Alright, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's homemade sausage. We're going to show you one of my favorite ways to cook up some of these homemade sausages, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Okay, like we said, it's homemade sausages. So today we're making a really simple dish. It's sausages, string beans, with potatoes. So the first thing we're going to do is start to get our potatoes in the pressure cooker. They usually run about 20 minutes in the pressure cooker. I always use a pressure cooker with my potatoes because they just taste outstanding in a pressure cooker. I'm going to go over to the top with some water. I mean, if you're boiling potatoes, you're boiling out all your flavor. So always make sure you go in with a pressure cooker if you have one of these guys. They're just great to use. They'll cut the time down and the potatoes will be spot on. So I give those about 20 minutes in there and we're good to go. So they're going. While that's going, I have string beans over here. And what I'll do is just chop off the ends of the string beans. Now, I did all these. I'm just showing you these right here because I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of string beans being chopped up. And I'm just going to chop off those ends just like that, line them up, and chop off those ends. And that's how you want to do string beans. Also, the chemicals that they use in string beans can be very, very strong. So you don't want to not rinse these, so always rinse your string beans because they get pesticides on them. These happen to be organic. If you want to spring for the extra money and buy organic, you can buy organic. That still doesn't guarantee you the percentage of organic that they are. So you can say something's basically, have it 15% organic and still use the organic word. So don't be fooled by a bunch of products out there on the market that say they're organic because they don't have to list the percentage. So we're going in with some onion and you want to slice them like this. That's just a traditional way for this recipe to go in. And they're going to spread evenly. So I'm just going to give these a quick toss. Now I'm not going to salt these or anything. I'm just going to toss them around like that and just break this up, which they're going to break up anyway in here. But that's your flavor right there. All right, now our homemade sausages. And I'm just going to show you, these are still stuck together. So I don't want to cook them this way. I know you guys saw them this way. I'm just going to start to separate them. And when you make your own sausages, you'll see stuff like that on the end. I'm just going to cut that off of there and just clean up my sausages a little bit. That's where they all were hanging together. Stuff like that. You want to just make sure your sausages look pretty. If you guys ever seen that movie, Nothing But Trouble, when they're at the table eating those sausages, and he liked his with mustard and suggested everybody have them the same way, well, that's what they're going to look like if you leave that on there. Not so great. Alright, so get this last one off, and then we're going to meet you onto the stove, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we got our sausage going in the pan. I started those a little early, so this way you guys aren't waiting around. These are our potatoes. They're out of the cooker. I salt and peppered them. I left them pretty much whole. That's how you want that. And we got our onions and our string beans over here. So we're going to brown these up and then we're going to go in with our onions and the string beans. And at the end I have a little sage right here that we're going to go into these string beans with. But very basic ingredients. I might finish off with a little white wine just to get the flavor out of here. And that's it. So we'll meet you back here when we add everything. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, time to get our onions and our string bean in. Just like that. Now I'm going to get a little bit of sage in here too. Now these sausages, by the way, were rosemary, sage, onion, garlic, various different sausages that we made. And we're going to leave a link in the description so you can see all those beautiful sausages being made. Alright, so we got that in. Let's just give it a little shake. And we're gonna let that cook down. And then we're gonna meet you back here again, so don't go anywhere. All right, I just want you guys to see this cooking down. Now, we put the string beans and the onions in, and it's just a nice, easy cook right now. We got it on about a medium heat, and we're just letting these guys all just cook down together. Just stir them around, and let them get caramelized, those onions. Let those string beans cook in there good. They'll start to get a little softer, and then we're gonna get back to when all this is done. Last thing, we're putting the potatoes in. And that's it. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're almost done here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our potatoes in. Now, this is our potatoes, and how I'm going to do this, I'm going to take chunks of them and get them in there. So I'm breaking them myself. Just break them up, just like that, and get them in there. Now, you don't want to disturb them too much. But you just want to get them down in there. Put that one over there. And just make some room. Just like that. And try to leave them whole as you can. And we'll go like that. And then I'm just going to leave them. And on the top of those, a little lemon juice. Bring out that flavor. And also help deglaze that pan. And put a little bit more lemon juice. There it is. Let's give this pan a little shake and let it cook. Don't disturb it, don't move it. And we'll meet you right back here. All right, cooking has stopped. That's it. We're gonna meet you onto the chopping block, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, homemade sausages. Let's show you what we did. Look at those guys. Now this is how this gets plated up. I'm just going to take one of these potatoes and just get it onto the plate. And followed by a nice sausage here. Very rustic and simple. Not fancy, but hearty. That's what you want. Something that tastes great and fills that belly. All right. And I think I'm gonna get a little Pitmaster taste in here too while we're at it. Get one of these nice little sausages in here. Or along with a piece of potato. Let's give that a shot. Excellent. Now these sausages are my own blend. I mix some pork and some beef together. And this is that blend of sausages that I have in here. It's got a lot of sage and a lot of beautiful stuff in here. So I got some different colors throughout the sausage. All right, we're gonna get situated. We're gonna meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, a homemade sausage with potato and beans. String beans. Can't go wrong with this dish. This is another dish that dates back to my childhood. We made a beautiful salad on the side there too. You guys are going to definitely want to see that being made. We got beans, fresh tomatoes in there, and just a lot of ingredients in there, so you might want to check that salad out. And we're going to show you guys how to use some leftover bread there as well too. We thank you guys, we enjoy you coming, and with no further ado, gotta get that little Pitmaster taste there.